Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Friday, June 13th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Friday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I'll have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for this entire weekend. That does include both tomorrow, which is Saturday, Flag Day, and Sunday, which of course is Father's Day, and also through all of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Friday night. Yes, today is Friday the 13th, as we conclude yet another day and another week. And of course, here we are about to commence another weekend. And since today was Friday the 13th, as I just mentioned, today was National Blame Someone Else Day. And of course today has happened to be the first Friday the 13th of the year, and the only Friday the 13th of this year. National Blame Someone Else Day is always celebrated on the first Friday the 13th of the year, which happened to be today. And of course, this is the only Friday the 13th of the year. And it uses superstition to point our mistakes onto other reasons. Hashtag Blame Someone Else Day. While considering how to spend this Friday the 13th freebie, plan accordingly, we all run into a little bad luck from time to time. Occasionally, a flat tire or an alarm clock sets our day on another course. At other times, someone placed in our path causes a malfunction in our day. It may be someone we know, or it could be a complete stranger. Either way, casting blame comes in all forms. A coworker, our child, a spouse. We've been known to throw them under the bus when we need a scapegoat. Or perhaps they do own the blame for our lateness or tardiness, stained clothing, or dented car. What about bad behavior? A short temper that explodes in the boss's office, or a shortcut we take when we run short on time. Who is really to blame? Well, on this occasion, someone else is to blame just this once. In terms of an excuse, we can blame another. The dog, the weather, or the mechanic. You pick. It's your call. Tight-fitting clothes, blame the closet fairies. If our bank account runs low before payday, the day calls for blaming someone else. Too many happy hour drinks causing headache this morning. Definitely blame someone else. Only for this one occasion though. The rest are on you. Go lightly into this day. If you don't want to blame someone, blame something. It's all in fun. On National Blame Someone Else Day, this particular day, be sure not to sweat your mistakes. Let someone else do that for you. Use hashtag Blame Someone Else Day to post on social media. National Blame Someone Else Day was invented by Anne Moeller of Clio, Michigan in 1982. One day, her alarm clock failed to go off, hence creating a domino effect of bad luck events throughout the day. Since they happened to be on Friday the 13th, of course, that year, Friday the 13th happened in August. The observance takes place on the first Friday the 13th each year. Keep in mind, Friday in 1982, Friday the 13th happened in August, although that occurred within less than 2 years before I was born. And of course, here's a little something we know about Friday the 13th, since today is Friday the 13th. So each year on the calendar, there is at least one Friday the 13th on the calendar. Each year on the calendar, there is at least one Friday the 13th. I was born in a month that has a Friday the 13th, but I was not born on a Friday the 13th. I was born in a month that has a Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is considered an unlucky day in Western superstition. It occurs when the 13th day of the month in the Gregorian calendar falls on a Friday. which happens at least once every year, but can occur up to 3 times in the same year. In 2026, it will happen 3 times. Common years that begin on the 3rd to have 3 Friday the 13th in February, March, and November, such as 2009, 2015, and of course this will happen again in 2026. Leap years that begin on the Sunday, such as 2012 and 2040, also have 3 Friday the 13th in January, April, and July, as did 1984, the year I was born. The years 2001, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2013, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2023, and 2024 have had 2 Friday the 13th as well. 2029, 2003, 2005, 2008, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2016, 2021, and 2022 had only 1 Friday the 13th, as does 2025, and will do so in 2027 and 2028. For a month to have a Friday the 13th, the first day of the month must begin on the Sunday, like June. So this month, June, began on the Sunday. Before that, it was in December. The superstition seems to relate to various things, like the story of Jesus' Last Supper and crucifixion, in which there were 13 individuals present in the upper room on the 13th of Nisan, Monday, Thursday, the night before his death on Good Friday. For instance, Good Friday happened on Friday. Most recently, Good Friday happened on a Friday the 13th in 2001. The superstition, okay. While there is evidence of both Friday and the number 13 being considered unlucky, there is no record of the 2 items being referred to as especially unlucky in conjunction before the 19th century. Some cite the arrest of the Knights Templar on Friday, October 13, 1307, by officers of King Philip IV of France as the origins of Friday the 13th superstition, but it is agreed that the origins remain murky. It is possible that the publication in 1907 of T.W. Lawson's popular novel, Friday the 13th, contributed to popularizing the superstition. In the novel, an unscrupulous broker takes advantage of the superstition to create a Wall Street panic on the Friday the 13th. For instance, the Chicago Bulls won their 5th NBA championship ring over the Utah Jazz on the Friday the 13th. This actually happened in June of 1997, 28 years ago. The Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls won their 5th NBA championship ring, on the Friday the 13th. It actually happened 28 years ago tonight, on June 13th, 1997. According to the Stress Management Center and Phobia Institute of Asheville, North Carolina, an estimated 17 to 21 million people in the United States are affected by the parasite of fear Friday the 13th, making it the most feared day in history. Some people are so paralyzed by fear that they avoid their normal routines in doing business, taking flights, or even getting out of bed. It has been estimated that $800 to $900 million is lost in business on this day. Despite this, representatives for both Delta Airlines and Continental Airlines, the late night merger of United Airlines, have stated that their airlines do not suffer from any noticeable drop in travel on those Fridays, even though many Friday the 13th throughout the year seem to be regular, normal business days. A story. Okay. In recent years, Friday the 13th has emerged as a holiday for tattoo parlors and enthusiasts, with many shops running for 24 hours and offering flash tattoos featuring the number 13 in the design. Some claim that having the number 13 tattoo can be an antidote to bad luck. According to Oliver Peck, quote, "Bad luck will come your way. It will see the number 13. See that bad luck is already there and it will pass on by," end quote. Any month that starts on a Sunday contains a Friday the 13th, and there is at least one Friday the 13th in every calendar year. The months with the Friday the 13th are determined by the Dominical letter, GF, etc. Years that begin on the same day of the week are the same type. We'll have a Friday the 13th in the same months. Each 400-year Gregorian solar calendar contains 146,097 days with 97 leap days, or exactly 20,871 weeks. Each cycle contains the same pattern of days of the week and therefore the same pattern of Fridays that are on the 13th. The 13th day of the month is very slightly more likely to be a Friday than any other day of the week. So, for instance, so after today, the next Friday the 13th will happen in exactly 8 months from today. The next Friday the 13th will happen in February of 2026. So and that's not the, and that's your info from me to you guys about Friday the 13th. And of course today was excuse me. Excuse me. Today was National Sewing Machine Day. Yes, on this Friday the 13th. Excuse me. Each year on this day, June 13th, National Sewing Machine Day honors an invention that has kept us in stitches for over 150 years. Following along as we try to stitch together a brief history and some fun facts too. Hashtag National Sewing Machine Day. Before the invention of the sewing machine, tailors and sewers created clothing by hand, one single stitch at a time. The invention of the sewing machine brought about revolutionary change. Not only did it boost an entire industry, it also changed the way we viewed the garments we wore. However, the development of the sewing machine took time. Skilled cabinet maker and English inventor Thomas Saint received the first patent for a design of a sewing machine in 1790. He intended his design to sew on leather and canvas. However, he never advertised it and had no evidence of the design other than his drawings could be found. In 1874, William Newton Wilson found Saint's drawings in the London Patent Office. With some minor adjustments, Wilson built a working model. The London Science Museum currently owns Wilson's model. Other sewing machine inventors include Walter Hunt invented the first American lock-stitch sewing machine in 1832. John Greenough patented the first sewing machine in the United States in 1842. In 1851, another inventor, Isaac Singer, developed a sewing machine model that would endure and also thrust him into court with Elias Howe over patent infringement. Industrial use of the sewing machine reduced the burden placed upon housewives, moving clothing production from them and seamstresses to large-scale factories. This also resulted in a decrease in production time, which caused the price of clothing to drop considerably. Today, many people are again becoming interested in the art of sewing and making their own clothing. Crafts fairs and flea markets are filled with booths full of beautiful sewing machine-made clothes and craft items. Quilters across America are also known as sewing machine experts. Here's how to celebrate. 1. Show off your sewing skills. Pick out a new pattern and grab those sharp steers. 2. Share your favorite sewing tips and tricks. 3. Post a photo of your favorite sewing item. It may be a quilt, article of clothing, or art design. 4. Name your favorite sewing machine store and sew in too. 5. Use hashtag National Sewing Machine Day to show off your creations on social media. So this is what we know so far about the sewing machine. And here are your other National Day holidays from this state that included on this Friday, the 13th of June. Not only was today Blame Someone Else Day and National Sewing Machine Day, today also was National Golf Cart Day, National Movie Night, National Wear Blue Day, National Random Acts of Light Day, National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day, and also today was National Weed Your Garden Day. And of course, here's my famous birthday segment for you all that have had birthdays on this Friday the 13th. Today, movie actor Chris Evans turns 44. Today, movie actor Chris Evans turns 44. TV actress Mary-Kate Olsen turns 39. Movie actor Aaron Taylor Johnson turns 35. TV actress Ashley Olsen turns 39. TV actor Tim Allen turns 72. TV actress Daniela Perkins turns 25. Movie actress Kat Dennings turns 39. DJ Snake turns 39. Basketball player Jaden Newman turns 21. TV actor Devore Ledridge turns 24. TV actor Richard Thomas turns 24. R&B singer Luke James turns 41. Rock singer Rivers Cuomo turns 55. Movie actor Stellan Skarsgård turns 74. Voice actor Fred Tatasciore turns 57. Movie actress Disha Patani turns 33. Pop singer Junior Andre turns 20. Rapper 07 Shake turns 28. Rapper Hot Boy turns 25. Those are following famous people who have had their birthdays on this day, on Friday the 13th. And of course, Game 4 of the 2025 NBA Finals Game 5 of the 2025 NBA Finals took place earlier this evening between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. The series is now tied 2 games apiece. Game 5 will be Monday night. And now let's get on to it with your weather. What to expect for the weekend? Not just any weekend. This is the actual Father's Day weekend. So tomorrow. So this looks to be a big weekend for nearly all of us. So a very big weekend. A very big. Of course, for some of us, it's going to be a rather busy weekend. With lots happening within the next few days. And of course, it looks like it appears now that we're gonna have at least a chance of we're gonna have at least a chance of daily scattered through the daily pop-up after of daily pop-up after storms. Each chance of storms in the forecast popping up just about each day. I have a chance of daily pop-up storms in the forecast each day. I'll explain. I'll let you guys know exactly how much we could be expecting. Warmer tonight with only very isolated showers and thunderstorms possible. Low temperatures across the 4-state region tonight will range mostly from near 70 to the middle 70s. So that's kind of closer to where we should be this time of year for an overnight low temperature. What you see here to the left is lows near 70 to the middle 70s. That's actually close to normal. Now rain chance tonight. Only isolated storms mainly across Arkansas. And tomorrow, going to your Saturday, of course, tomorrow is Flag Day. Another very warm day on your Saturday with isolated scattered storms possible during the day. High temperatures will range from near 90 to the middle 90s. So we range from 90 to the middle 90s. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be quite similar to what we saw today. Rain chance, isolated scattered storms will still be possible area-wise. So we're gonna have at least a good chance of showers and storms. So be sure to keep an eye on the sky for any plans, for any outdoor activities you have set up for this weekend. The entire weekend, I have good rain chance in the forecast the entire weekend. And here are your climatic averages. And we typically should see about 91 for a high and 70 for a low. 101 will be the record high set on this day in 2011. How brutally hot that summer was. With the most number of triple digits we've seen that entire year. So far, we've had none. Thanks to all the rains that we've been given this year, it looks like that fortunately, and I do not have any indications that we're likely to hit triple digits now or anytime soon. 58 will be your record low set on this day back in 1985. And we are not under any watches or warnings here on this Friday night. So this gives us plenty of luck here on the night of this Friday the 13th. And of course, we're seeing a wave of showers across southeast portion of the Deep East Texas region of our Deep East Texas area of our region. And otherwise, we're just basically quiet. With not much of anything happening. But we're seeing a few minor disturbances elsewhere across the south, including a few showers and storms in southeast Texas, just I want to say like north of northwest of the Houston metro area, and also just off the Texas, just miles off the Texas Gulf Coast. And also another wave of showers developing heaviest rain is mainly across central Arkansas, mostly across the Little Rock metro area. Another line of showers and storms across the Ohio River Valley, Illinois, Kentucky border, extending southwest down into western Tennessee, including the Memphis metro area and north and northwest Mississippi. Go further east, we're seeing a line of showers happening across eastern Tennessee and north and northeastern Georgia, well, east of the Atlanta metro area and portions of western South Carolina, and also a few showers off the Florida Gulf Coast, as well as a couple showers off the Alabama Gulf Coast and Florida Panhandle, and of course the Florida Gulf Coast. It's just a few after the sea breeze pop up late night showers and storms developing. But all of these are just all of this is but we're on the dry side. And it looks like we're going to continue the chances of those random pop-up showers and storms in the forecast each day, but not completely a total washout. So once again, it looks like, and of course, other than a system we have in the Eastern Pacific, its name is Delilah. We do not have anything active in Atlantic, in the waters of the Atlantic or the Gulf. So even though it's time to monitor what is happening in the tropics. So this is all. Even though what is happening in the tropics. Now today we've seen a much quieter weather pattern with the mix of we've had quite a bit of clouds around, along with some peaks of sunshine at times. And of course, it turned out to be rather humid with the heating disease. I'm talking about reaching the upper 90s. It feels like temperature reaching in the upper 90s. It was a little bit humid, but not too bad, not too untall. But we've had a high temperature that reached the low 90s. So as expected, we managed to break out of the clouds and we managed to see a lot less rain. So we basically did not get much of any rain earlier today here in Shreveport. We managed to now we didn't completely break out of the clouds we saw, but what happens is we saw a lot less rain and perhaps quite a bit more sunshine today. So that's how we ended up with a high temperature in the low 90s. It turned out to be a rather seasonably warm day for us. So today turned out to be a more typical June day as expected. We actually reached a high of 92 degrees earlier today. That's just about a degree above our normal high of 91. So it's just a rather typical early to mid-June day for us. We actually reached a high of 92, and we actually didn't get any rain, other than the constant downpours from the torrential downpours from what we saw earlier in the week. Temperature outside here on this Friday night is 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is 83%. Dew point is 70 degrees. It is a little humid. We have a southeast wind at 5 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 29.95 inches of mercury. We have a 10-mile visibility. So it is a little muggy outside tonight. So that's where we're standing here on this Friday night. Widespread showers in the eastern U.S., severe thunderstorms in the plains, heat wave in the desert southwest. Widespread showers and thunderstorms across much of the central and eastern U.S. will produce areas of excessive rainfall, especially in the southern mid-Atlantic states. Scattered severe thunderstorms are expected from Montana to portions of the central southern plains this weekend. A heat wave will build in the desert southwest and parts of Arizona, southeastern California, and southern Nevada. So that's how things are. So that's how things are looking across the nation. And now here, we're expecting expect a couple thunderstorms, or otherwise it will be mostly cloudy and humid. It will be humid, mostly cloudy. So expect a couple thunderstorms. So if we do see any storms tonight, it shouldn't be much. We shouldn't be seeing much of any. So definitely should not be a major concern. So it should not be much of any concern with the couple of showers during the evening. Otherwise, skies will remain partly cloudy during overnight hours tonight. The low temperature 74 degrees. That's just about 3 degrees above what we typically see this time of year. So so temperature should not be expected to drop much overnight tonight. Now tomorrow, going to your Saturday, of course, it is Flag Day. So for those of you that's going to be out, so of course I'm sure that most of you will be having your wearing your showing your patriotism by wearing your t-shirts with the flag on it tomorrow. I know I'll probably have mine on tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Flag Day. And of course, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with a few showers and thunderstorms. It will be humid, partly cloudy and humid with showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, especially in the afternoon. Outdoor plans can be impacted. So do your part by keeping an eye to the sky, and whenever you hear when thunder wars, go indoors. I cannot rule out a chance of a possible tornado, severe thunderstorm, or flash flood. It all could be possible if we see any rain. Any brief heavy downpour could result in at least a minor severe weather outbreak. Light temperature tomorrow, 92 degrees. That tomorrow we should be just about where we were today. Of course, with the humidity, it's going to make it feel like it's over 100. So your best bet is to take it easy. Take frequent breaks and drink plenty of water if you spend time out and about outside. High temperature tomorrow, 92 degrees with the south-southwest wind at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 80%. That's during the days. Of course, we'll be seeing quite a bit of rain on the way tomorrow for your Saturday. And of course, it is the final weekend of the Great Louisiana Fair happening at the Louisiana Downs Racetrack and Casino in the eastern fringes of Bossier City. At the Louisiana Downs, at the Louisiana Downs final weekend. If you haven't gone out to the Louisiana Downs, the Great Louisiana Fair, this is your last weekend to get out. You do not want to miss it. So just be sure to pack an umbrella in case of storms. So expect a round of storms to occur overnight around 1 a.m. Other than that, skies should remain partly to mostly cloudy. Skies should remain generally cloudy during overnight hours tonight. We will start out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with cloudy skies, temperature 76 degrees. Then expect skies to become mostly sunny around 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The temperature of 82 degrees. Then with minor storms occurring around 11 a.m. Noon tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. We should be at 87 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Expect around the thunderstorms to occur. Around 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, temperature of 90 degrees. Another round of storms around 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. Around 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with cloudy skies, we should be at 87 degrees. And then skies will remain cloudy around 9 p.m. tomorrow night with a temperature of 83 degrees. So it's going to be a rather seasonally warm and humid day for us tomorrow as we go into your Saturday. Of course, so tomorrow is, so do not forget, tomorrow, Saturday, June 14th is Flag Day. And of course, this coming Sunday, June 15th, is Father's Day. So lots happening one weekend. Also, do not forget, LSU was squared off over Arkansas in the College World Series. I have little updates on that. So do not forget to support your LSU Tigers tomorrow night with LSU finally participating in the College World Series. Go Tigers! Now here's what the next 7 and 10 days have in store for us. So. Now the rain chances I have for the next few days, it's not going to be a total wash. It's not going to be a lot to dampen or to totally wash out any outdoor plans. Here's what's on the way for the next 7 and 10 days. So after tonight's low temperature 74 degrees, of course expect the seasonally warm, just a few degrees above normal, rather warm and humid, with lows in the low to mid 70s. Low temperature tonight 74 degrees. Now tomorrow, going to your Saturday as we start the weekend. Of course, tomorrow is Flag Day. Expect it will be humid with the mix of clouds and sunshine. It will be humid, partly cloudy and humid, with a few showers and thunderstorms. Of course, outdoor plans can be impacted. So if you're going to be spending time outdoors, just remember to keep an eye to the sky. And when thunder wars, go indoors, and you do not want to, and also when it comes to flash flooding, remember, turn around, don't drown. So be on the lookout for any possible strong severe storms that may tend to fall, with the high of 92, low of 74. Winds will be from the south-southwest and 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Now, of course, the rain chance gets even better as we go into your Sunday. Of course, this coming Sunday is Father's Day. It will be humid, partly cloudy, and humid with the few thunderstorms. Of course, outdoor plans can be impacted even for Father's Day. So you and Dad will probably want to find something to do indoors. So fishing or hiking or golfing may not be suitable for Dad for this Father's Day, especially if it's going to be impacted by storms. High of 91, low of 74. Winds will be from the southwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. And of course, Monday, as we go into your Monday, expect partly cloudy. It will be humid, partly cloudy and humid, with at least a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm or two developing. With the high of 90, low of 73. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. At least a slight chance. And then Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy and humid with thunderstorms developing in the afternoon with spotty thunderstorms. High of 92, low of 75. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. And then expect partly cloudy, breezy, and very warm. With thunderstorms likely, high of 90, with thunderstorms possible, high of 95, low of 76. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 15 miles per hour. Could see gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. They expect another chance of spotty thunderstorms possible. Otherwise, it'll be cloudy, very warm and humid. High of 94, low of 75. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. My time to go to your Friday, of course, as we wrap up next week. Expect a few spotty thunderstorms. Otherwise, it will remain partly cloudy and humid. High of 93, low of 74. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. And expect highs to continue to be seasonally warm with highs in the low to mid-90s with 20% chance next Saturday. No rain expected for next Sunday. And the following Monday, the 23rd, expect a 50% chance of storms. So again, highs will most likely be at least in the low to mid-90s each day. Highs will be either at or above normal in the low to mid-90s each day. Just a typical, of course, it's a more typical June summer setup. Highs will be in the low to mid-90s each day. Getting somewhat warmer towards the second half of next week. And of course, we're going to continue the chances of pop-up showers and storms each day, but not a washout. 60% chance for tomorrow, which is Saturday. 80% chance for Sunday, which is Father's Day. Only a 20% chance for Monday. We'll take a pause on the rain chance for Monday. 30% rain chances for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that goes up, and then of course rain chances increase again towards the end of next week, going to your Friday, which of course is the 20th week from today. And expecting rainfall to reach at least 3/4 of an inch between now and the end of next week. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Friday night. Once again, my name is Felton Park. I'm officially signing off. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy your weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.